everybody, to our Seats and Seats tour. Today, we're going to give you a tour of this place we call home, Audi Field. Get to win some cool prizes as well. I'm Craig Hoffman. You know who this is, U.S. Women's National Team and midfielder, and of course, our captain, Andy Sullivan. Sonny's going to be with us throughout the entirety of the tour today. We're looking forward to showing you around, and we'll be checking in with some of her teammates as well, and introducing to you our brand new season ticket package, the Full 90.
Yeah, the Full 90 Club is not just season ticket holders, it's a whole experience. And the sooner you place your deposit, the sooner you'll get to pick your seats in this amazing stadium.
Yeah, members will receive ticket information and regarding the seat selection process as soon as it becomes available. And we'll call each and every one of you, walk you through the seating maps and explain all your options. And this will be home for years to come. So we want to make sure that you love your seat. And we're actually in one of the reserved seating areas right now, just one of the places that you can pick. And Andy, the views from up here, I know you're used to being down there, Mike, but what do you think about, the view? Like if you were to watch a game as a fan, I'd say this is probably a pretty prime spot.
I think this is a great seat because you can see corner to corner, everything, really see it across the whole field. It looks like an awesome place. I haven't been able to sit in this spot yet, so looks pretty good to me.
We like the place you usually are down there.
Me too.
That's just a little bit in terms of the seats process. Obviously, there's a lot more, including getting to meet some of the players and all kinds of different events we do as part of the Full 90 Club. And before we get going with the tour, though, let's have our first trivia question of the day. It is to win this awesome Washington Spirit tumbler, a nice warm-up prize as we get going. Andy, you've actually got the first trivia question.
Who is my go-to artist to listen to on game day?
It was on Instagram like a week ago. So hopefully you're following us on social media and you know the answer. All right, so let's go ahead and get going. And the way you answer is you go in the chat, and first one to get it in the chat wins. So as we go up, our ticket rep Zoe is in the chat monitoring. She has absolute full discretion over who is first. I am merely a man walking and talking and trying to do both at the same time without stumbling over either my words or the ground or losing my mask. We are safe here first. But Andy, so here we go.
You're more experienced at this than me, so I think you're in a good spot.
We both made it up the stairs, so that's
so far so good. If you have more questions, put them in the chat as well along with your answers to trivia questions, and we will answer them along the way or at the end during our Q&A.
Yep. So as we go here, walking past the reserve seats as well, on our way to the EagleBank Club, the club level seats located right above the east sideline. So this is actually the bench side of the field. So if you get subbed out, I guess you have a slightly lower view. But since when do you get subbed out? But these provide another amazing view. And that's kind of honestly, Andy, my favorite thing about the stadium is no matter where you are in it, you could be at the very top of one of these end sections and you never feel like you're too far away from the field.
Yeah, I noticed that even from the field, when after the game we circle around and thank all the fans, I feel like I can see everyone's faces, which is a really cool experience just to thank the fans for coming and really feel that connection, which is something we really miss and are looking forward to in the future.
No doubt. 2021 season cannot come soon enough here. Also, when we get to the 2021 season, it'll be warm again.
Yes.
I'll be able to feel my fingers. That'll be delightful.
I hope so.
Again, those are the club seats back there. We'll be in the club itself in just a moment. And so the last time, Andy, we were in the EagleBank Club, in this room we're about to show everybody, as one does in the EagleBank Club. I could not hear you at all. Do you remember? Because I've wondered all this time what you said. Do you remember what you said that day?
I can't say I clearly remembered what I said. I think it happens pretty often that I'm just asked to randomly speak at things, so I feel like I always have to have something like that talking. I think I probably was talking about how incredible it was to play here and thanking our staff and University United on the field for hosting such a great event. And I think everyone comes to see us and us playing, awful golf without people doing work behind the scenes. So I think I was just taking an opportunity here.
Sounds like something you would do. Maybe we can get some recollection. Maybe you guys remember Andy's speech? Way over there, standing on the tube. Way over there. You guys remember?
I didn't.
You You guys remember?
I
feel like Andy would give a great acceptance speech at an award show.
Maybe one day.
Just one day. One day. What do you guys remember about the game itself and playing here last year?
The crowd, the fans. It was crazy. There's so many people. Yeah, it was unbelievable. You felt like you had a whole community in your entire city backing you. It gave me the chills.
Have you guys ever, because you guys both played in North Carolina, a huge college program. Obviously, you played a huge college program as well. You guys have played with these national teams, all kinds of different places where you have had a chance to play in important, meaningful games. Have you ever played it in front of crowds like that? And if so, like, what's the comparison?
I have not. I haven't either. I think our biggest was 7,000 at North Carolina against Notre Dame, but 20,000 that's not comparable to 7,000. It was so loud. The stadium makes it like echo through the.
So anything in Champions League either when you were playing overseas?
No, nothing like this. It was incredible.
I think the stadium is super intimate. Like I said, like you really feel that energy from the fans, and that's what made it so special. Is like walking out and feeling that energy right from even before kickoff was really special.
Yeah, I think that's a cool thing about this stadium specifically is you have that intimate feeling out there. You have all the amenities like in here. So a little bit more about the EagleBank Club before we have our trivia question for this stop of the tour. Full 90 Club members that purchase club level seats will get exclusive access to this here EagleBank Club Audi Field signature lounge featuring 10,000 square feet of bar and lounge space, as well as 2,500 square feet of outdoor balcony overlooking the fan plaza. All-inclusive food and beverage curated by Levy and Michelin-starred chef Jose Andres. Access to the overlook patio, and you get your very own VIP stadium entrance. All right, that is the EagleBank Lounge. But before we leave, let's give away, Paige, if you can hold up and play Vanna White here for our sweet shirt. That's actually the shirt I'm wearing right now, but I pulled and wearing a jacket over it. And Dorian, you have the very
go outside. Go around this corner.
When is Paige's birthday?
That is the question. So, if you know, it was fairly recent. I mean, I'm just saying. You're saying. First one in the chat wins.
Yep.
And I guess we'll see you guys at the end for the Q&A. You can put the shirt down now, Paige. You did a phenomenal job. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in a little bit.
Have fun.
Miss you guys.
So we're gonna head out the back of EagleBank Club, head down the stairs, and we're gonna next hit our field side seats. So those are some of the coolest seats you can possibly see in this stadium. But before we do that, we're gonna take a look back at our first game of 2019 here at Audi Field against Orlando.
Washington and Orlando in front of a massive crowd at Audi Field in D.C. Let's go. There's the goal. How about this? And Audi Field feels like home sweet home. Crossing, header in! Washington back in front. Saved incredibly. 2-1 winners in front of 19,470.
It was the most fun I'd had at a soccer game in years.
Our club will not rest until we change this game forever for the amazing women that play this game. This league, it is the best league in the world.
Washington, D.C., we're proud to be your team. You're our 12th man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come and support us again. Washington Spirit!
All right, Andy, now to a view you are quite familiar with as we step into the sunshine, the field side seats.
A little more comfortable over here, nice and close to the field, which I love.
And I think there's also some danger in these seats. The danger, not the balls flying off the field
That was
or anything
my first
like that.
thought when you said
It's just
danger.
that if you get close to the bench, you can hear Richie.
Oh gosh. Yeah, maybe that's why I like playing on the further side of the field, far away from the coaching and nice and close to the fans.
Here, let's go one more section over and take a seat, and we'll bring some more friends in. Coming in from the back, we have Sam Staub and Kelly O'Hara.
Yay! Hi.
Hi, friends.
How's it
How are you
going?
guys?
Hi.
So you guys had a chance to walk around. Kelly, is this your first time here?
No, I actually have been to a DC United game here.
Okay,
before.
that makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense. Here, Andy, you wanna sit down?
Yeah.
I'll stand. Here you go, man.
Okay, thank
Captain's
you.
orders or something. So obviously, we were just talking about this with Paige and Dorian through the various things, whether it's college games, big college games, national team games for you, some of the big crowds that you guys have played against.
Oh my God, he's so
You know, sometimes you get haunting fans from the top. Hi, Richie. What is the energy of a crowd that is fully engaged and large, and not just like an intimate 5,000 person crowd, but a 20,000 person engaged crowd do for you as a player on the field?
Oh, I mean, it's a game changer. Having the crowd behind you, having the city behind you, having all the fans out there screaming, and the energy that fans bring to us on the field. Like I said, total game changer. And as a player, you can feel that, and it gives you the energy and the drive to win for the city.
Sam, did you feel that in a different way the first game? And like, what was the difference for you, especially because it was your rookie year as well? The first
you have to
game,
play here. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. So first game versus the second game, like experiencing it for the first time, and maybe some energy that I don't know. I haven't talked to you about it. Did it overflow at all? And then like the second game, like, all right, I know what to expect now.
Yeah, definitely. So the first game when we walked out, I was like, oh my gosh, they told us we were going to sell it out, and we did. And the energy was unreal. Just like nothing I've ever experienced. In college, we had big games, but it was like 5,000, 10,000 people, nothing like this. And everyone is behind you, like Kelly said, and just that kind of energy just brings a whole another level to the game, and it makes you like want to represent obviously the team club well, but then it's like your city. It's the city is behind you as well, and that's just a whole nother level that this stadium brought to it.
Do you remember saying anything to the team before the game, like, "Oh, hey, make sure you keep your emotions in check," anything like that, or were you freaking out just like everybody else?
No, I think
20,000.
I think Richie does a good job of steering us and just focusing on the game, and he also says
Richie focuses?
He does.
Amazing.
I give him a hard time, but it's always just business as usual. But I think after the game, then taking a deep breath and realizing what just happened was really cool. I know Richie got super into it, and Sam had enough energy afterwards to do a backflip. So I remember what I said then. I was like, "Don't do it! Stop! Do it! Stop! What are you doing?"
All right, what's the story of the backflip?
Right here.
Yeah.
There's a video of me like lining up in front of everyone, and Andy like walks up to you. No. And then I start running, and I do it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Rookies.
it's cool. Yeah, you can control them. You just got to deal with them.
That's fantastic.
Dang rookies.
Oh,
It
it
was
was
awesome.
Do all the backflips. Now I expect it after every game.
Yeah. You win it, Audi, you get to do a backflip. These are the rules.
Exactly.
All right, so if you want to be a part of all that and feel the energy without having to do all of the running that these guys do, field side seats are the way to do it. We're just
These are
8
sick.
feet. Yeah,
These are
it's
so
nuts.
cool.
8 feet. That's it. That's the distance between the pitch and you, and adjacent to the team benches if you're on the east side line. Field level seats at Audi Field provide an immersive viewing experience that puts you in the middle of the action, paired with exclusive benefits. These seats are the most sought after ticket in the stadium. Also come with that VIP stadium entrance. And we also do on-field experiences that only other people to get close. I mean, look, the only way you can get closer to the game is by, again, doing a lot of running, and that just seems excessive. We don't want to do that. Match day memories also are another option, including hanging out on the bench pregame with players during warm-up, walking out with the players, or even being a ball kid during the match. So before we leave you guys, we know these awesome sweatshirts that you very conveniently wore. We have a third one there that
This could be
Sammy's holding. Sammy, you've got the trivia question. Go ahead and fire it.
Okay. Who is the Spirit's all-time leading scorer at Audi Field?
Ooh.
Wait,
Who's
did
gonna
they
be
answer?
first? They're answering it.
They're
in
going
the
to answer
chat.
in the chat.
Very
Let's see, I
cool.
might have an update on our winner from the previous.
Who's gonna
Yes.
get this beauty right here?
This
and
is
right
what she
here.
gets.
Do a spin.
So we had Blue
Show
Rogan.
the fans. Hey, look at that. Nice.
I wish I could answer the trivia question. Andy wants one.
This is one I know. I mean, I helped write them, I guess, so I guess I know
You
all of
should
them.
know.
It's easier when they give you the answers. By the way, congrats to Blue Rogan for winning the tumbler, and Anthony won the red T-shirt that Paige and Dorian had, and
There's a Washington Spirit tumbler?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's nice.
we can
love
It's
that.
nice.
we
Sign
can
me
probably finagle you one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Me.
And Shannon Noble just won the sweatshirt.
Hey,
So
Shannon!
congrats to Shannon.
We'll see you here in that
Yes.
next year.
What she
That's
said.
it.
You want to finish? I can give
No,
you the
no,
card.
no, you got it.
All right.
Nailing it.
The crew.
Andy and I are gonna keep going.
Okay,
We'll see
bye-bye.
you guys at the Heineken
enjoy
Club
the
at the end.
See you guys next year.
See
And later.
you. See you
Don't-
next
someone
year.
tell Richie to temper down. Sam, I'm putting that on you.
Okay.
All right. All right. So congrats to Shannon for grabbing the hoodie. And let's say that you're sitting there thinking, these seats are awesome, but I also liked what I really saw in the club seats. Good news. Over there are the field side suites. It's a combo of the two of them. And I can tell you from personal experiences, that's where I watched both Audi games last year, that it was such a good time, Andy, that I wound up working here.
Yeah, I mean, just because you get those seats doesn't mean we're going to force you to work here, but
Job offer did not come with the seats.
but it's great for really enjoying the game, enjoying the amenities, but also it's great for business.
Yeah, for sure. So say you're a business owner and you want to bring clients to a game, obviously an amazing time. You get a chance to cheer on your favorite team. You get a chance to hang out with a bunch of people, network. You never know who you're going to see down there. I remember a couple Washington Capitals players were down there.
Congratulations. I got you.
And you will be able to get those. Also want to remind you that we have our Q&A coming up at the end. So we're willing to answer some questions now if people have them. I don't see any questions in my queue yet. So you have a chance. Any of the players that you've seen, obviously by now, you know Richie's here as well. So any questions you guys want to ask, just throw them in the chat. Zoe, you'll throw them my way. And we will answer those coming up in the Heineken Club. Walking upstairs and talking, harder than it looks.
I'm feeling pretty fit, so I'm feeling good.
That makes one of us.
Yeah.
Athlete, also here. So now we're gonna head into the luxury suites here. These are pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. And a place so luxurious. Look who we found.
Hey.
We found our two other
How's it
co-captains,
going?
Aubrey Bledsoe, Tori Buster. How are you guys?
Great. How's the tour going?
Good. How did you guys finagle the indoor?
Tori's the OG. She gets what she wants around here. We're so sweet, so we're in the suite.
How can you argue with that?
Cringy.
So we've asked everybody, what do you guys, from your vantage points, remember about the game last year, the experience of playing in this place in front of full crowds?
They were awesome. It was loud. It was packed. It felt like a super professional game. Games that I've been over when I've seen games in Europe, that's kind of what it felt like. There were tons of people here. It was really cool.
And specifically, Obbs, I wanted to ask you about the squadron, because obviously for half the game, they are right behind you. If we have a shot outside, right at the edge, opposite of where we started, Andy, is the squadron. It's general admission seating. First come, first serve, get there. And for 45 minutes, obviously you're watching them on the far end for half, and then they are right behind you. What do you remember about the squadron for this game?
It was just a ton of fun just to have, a big hype squad behind me. I'd turn around and try to get them into the game at times, and the drumming, it was a ton of fun to play with them.
Which end were you on for the save at the end of the game?
In front of the squadron.
Were you?
Yeah.
What do you remember? Like, I mean, I'm sure you're kind of like blacked out in that moment, but do you remember like the reaction behind you at all?
I mean, the whole
Or the
night,
gasp?
everyone was so loud, but it was pretty cool, hearing them do their Aubrey Bledsoe chants and just the victory lap at the end. As everyone was just so excited.
Yes.
Great win.
That Orlando game was fun. And the Seattle game was fun too, obviously ending in a draw, not as quite as fun as winning in the end. But we're gonna move on quickly before I have 3 soccer players ready to take out. And because we are in the luxury suites, we have the luxury of 2 trivia questions, one from each of you. Tori, do you wanna get started? This one for a beanie scarf combo, I believe.
Ooh, beanie scarf combo. In time for winter. What is my favorite movie series?
And Aubrey's trivia question is for an official team poster signed by the team.
Right. My question is, what skill did I say on our Instagram team survey that I wanted to learn?
Ooh, so that was another one. Again, following us on social media, good idea. Lots of answers, get you trivia. And a reminder that we are just a few minutes away from our Q&A. So we're gonna head upstairs now to the Heineken Lounge. And actually here, let's take a real quick shot out here real quick. And just so you guys can see the seats. So all the stuff that we talked about in the luxury seats down there by the field, EagleBank Club, all those amenities available up here as well as these seats overlooking Audi Field. And with that, we're all gonna head upstairs to the Heineken Club. And
More stairs.
more stairs. Andy, you want to talk as we go up the stairs this time?
Oh, I get to talk.
If
What
you
are
want
we-
to.
What am I talking about?
I don't know. You got two of your friends here. We can talk about whatever we want, or I can just fill the time. We're gonna go this way. And actually, you guys are gonna head off to get set up for our Q&A. And I'm gonna try to single-handedly try to wrangle Richie. So
What's your favorite Richie Burke song that he sings?
oh my God, that's a great question.
Some are better than others.
That is without question. I feel like my favorite is probably Dorian's
Oh,
because
that's
Dorian
fine.
gets so uncomfortable every time that he sings it,
Yeah.
and thus it becomes a favorite. So, yeah, it's your turn. Yeah. So players are gonna go head over, set up for a Q&A. Well, I'm gonna come over here, talk to Richie.
Fantastic. Come over here,
If you enjoyed this conversation, we do a show on YouTube. You should subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch. It's a good time. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm hating wearing these masks, but I understand it's necessary. But I'm okay with my question as well.
All right, excellent. So first, before your question in the trivia giveaway, the most famous moment for you here. I mean, the celebrations, they were pretty good after the goals, but the speech.
Oh, the speech.
At the end, what did you ask for the microphone, or were you giving it to you? Like, tell me the story from your vantage point of the speech after the game last year.
Well, I was just so happy that we won. I was not expecting it, and it was not planned. I was just in the middle of celebrating. I was on my way down to speak to the squadron who were all here behind the goal. And somebody, I think it was Gretchen, somebody just gave me the mic and said, say something. All right. So it just, came from the heart. It came off the top of my head, and it was, went down really well. I think the fans liked it.
Yeah, it's an epic speech. The energy was incredible. I just remember thinking, like, yeah, that guy's into it. Or we like that.
Oh, that was a happy day.
Yeah,
it was a happy goal, and it was very happy.
It was a great time. The hugs on the bench, also an epic memory that's kind of forever etched in. Real quick, just to let everybody know about this space before we get to the trivia question. Especially after every match, everyone can go up here, hang out. Unless it's reserved for a private event, you have a 360-degree view of the stadium. It's open to the general public during the match as well. As I mentioned, the Spirit Squadron's right below, so you get kind of a great soundtrack to the game as well. And you get up here early, it's general admission. Great place to hang out and watch the game. All right, final trivia question. And this one is for a signed jersey. And from what I understand, is a signed Aubrey Bledsoe jersey. The goalkeeper jerseys are going like hotcakes. Apparently hotcakes so well. That's the phrase that people use.
They're cool.
All right,
They're very
so
cool.
go ahead with the question.
The question is, in 2019, the Spirit had its largest crowd ever. How many people packed Audi? And I'm going to give you a little bit of a help. It's in the 19,000 range.
It was a lot of people.
It was a lot of people.
Yeah, 19,000.
Yeah.
What? That is the question. First one in the chat wins. Also, congrats to Kimberly Turner and Alexis, who won the signed poster and the beanie and scarf, respectively. Alexis Grosser. Congrats, guys. All right, Richie, good shit.
Thanks, mate.
All right,
Always
I'm
good.
going to go over here. And the players, we got a couple questions.
I think you're coming over there.
Oh, you guys want to come over here? All right, I'll sit back now.
I think that's the plan.
Okay.
Don't touch the number 8. That's my lucky number. Come on, Paige. Come and sit next to me.
Yeah.
Super Paige, super Paige, super Paige, super Paige. Super Paige, super Paige, super Paige.
Much like the Richie Burke show, I just show up and just say, hey, Richie, we're on. And that's pretty much the show. So we have a question, DC-related question. And yeah, I'll start down here with you. Just go down this way. Your favorite...
I'm answering the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's your favorite thing to do in DC in your off time?
Go on bike rides around the monuments.
That's a good one.
Good answer.
I like to go to DC United games actually.
I know your answer. Can I answer for Aubrey?
Probably
Go to Georgetown and get food.
Oh, yeah.
Bakery
I like to walk around Georgetown. They've got good baked and wired cupcakes and Levain Bakery cookies. Yeah.
Aubrey, do you want to answer for Andy or Andy?
Go ahead. I don't know what you'd say.
Ooh, I do enjoy going around the monuments, but that answer's already been
You could say
taken.
walking around.
Yes, walking around the monuments.
Thank you.
All the music venues, like the Anthem,
Yeah.
930 Club.
Nice.
Big time party machine right here. Paige Nielsen.
That's your answer.
Richie, do you want to give your favorite activity as well?
What? Rephrase the question again, please.
It's the same one that we've had forever.
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite thing to do in DC during your off time?
Okay. There's a golf course just over there called Heineken Point, and in the background you see all the monuments. So I go in there and practice a little bit. It's nice to be in that environment, but in the off season.
Yeah. What's the difference between going golfing and golf practice? You just keep scoring one and not care where the ball goes in the other?
No. You play like 4 or 5 balls every single time.
Okay.
You know, give me the program. You're gonna ask a question. No, you know.
I was asking a follow-up. I thought that was. I want people to know what you mean by practicing.
Practice that you play 3, 4, 5 shots. That, you know. Okay. Thank you very much.
My favorite has been going to Baked and Wired in Georgetown as well since 2013, before it was cool.
I really like to go to the monuments as well. So Kelly and Andy and I will go see.
And depending on who organizes, if it's Kelly, you guys will bike ride. If it's Andy, you guys will walk. There we go. We got it. Or take the scooters, although you just can't park them anywhere. All right. Next question. Favorite squadron moments. This will have to be for those of you that have been here a little longer. Tori, I'm gonna. No.
I gotta think first.
You gotta think first. Okay,
I got a lot of years.
You do have more memories to pull through.
I like seeing all the different tifos. There are some really cool ones. Like they have one for Sam and Paige.
I was gonna say that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
I unveiled that one at the game. That was my favorite one. That was funny.
There was a sunshine one that I really liked. All different ones, and it depends on what's going on. They'll make new ones really quickly. So I enjoy seeing that and seeing who the fans love to see.
Yeah!
I'll give the squadron a shout out. So this year they came to our fall series games and we're in the parking lot with a megaphone. And that was pretty cool. And they even drove up.
What about the New Jersey woman in the parking lot in New Jersey?
They were
That was brilliant.
all hanging out in a parking garage that overlooked the field. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah!
What Annie said. There's one where they said, "Bring Paige back." And free Paige after I got a red card. So I appreciated that. Yep.
That was after the venue dive. I remember that dive. I remember very well. That was definitely not a run.
Clearly we're
So you usually don't miss those.
The 70+ minutes of playing North Carolina.
You and Sunny shut it down.
Sorry, I have to run it second back. It's not a happy couple. Remember that?
Sam was really funny during that. I was trying to just defend for my life, and I get it, and I just try and launch it forward. And she's like, "You're doing great. Have more time."
I was like, we can all take a breath.
So that I enjoyed.
I remember Dorian running maybe 13K.
What's new, dog? What's new? What's typical for you?
How many times have you played every position anyway?
We haven't. He hasn't been in goal yet, but we're contemplating that one.
I have something I would like to say to improve on that front. What are you guys looking forward to most about getting back here specifically? Obviously, we'll have some games in Segra as well in front of fans. We have fans all over the DMV, which is great to kind of have an area full of support. But what is it about playing in the district at Audi that you're really looking forward to? Anybody who wants to?
I think it's a good central location. You can get people from Virginia, people from DC, people from Maryland. It's easily accessible, something we haven't had in the past, and I think that's going to be great. It's going to bring crowds out, and this past year we haven't had those crowds, so we definitely miss them, miss the energy. It'll be good.
This stadium is, most of us have played in a lot of different variety of stadiums, but this stadium itself is a really good venue. I mean, we're here looking at the pitch from here, and it's fantastic. Most of the spots in this stadium are great for viewing the game, and when you're in the field playing, it really has a great impact on you because you feel like they're right on top of you. It's you know, it's a little bit like a throwback for some of the old English grounds where you feel the fans are connecting with you, and this stadium does exactly that.
We won one game last year, and we acted like we won the World Cup just because we were so hyped.
Yeah.
So hyped. Yeah, a lot of energy from the fans. It was awesome.
I think the other thing that's cool too about this particular location is I'm looking out over your heads and seeing Nationals Park. There's like the unity of knowing that so many other teams in town are so close, and there's kind of this family DC, you know, like one of the teams, I think the Wizards uses the DC family hashtag, and that's a real thing within the sports community here. And to literally be able to look out and see Nationals Park and know that the Wizards and Mystics are down the street, and the Caps are right there, and Washington football is not too far away, really, you know, realistically. So it's kind of cool to see it all come together. All right, we had one more question come in late for Paige.
Yes, Paige.
Oh no.
What do you think of the Paige's biceps?
Yes.
Yes. Come on.
I thought it was gonna ask me to flex.
Do it, man. Come on.
What? Come on.
Do it, man. Come on. Let it get so good. It's a machine. He's a machine.
What do you think of the Twitter account?
It's awesome. It's hilarious.
I have so much admiration. Like, a good Twitter account doesn't miss. They are on brand with every tweet, every time. They absolutely know. They captured the essence of your bicep.
Do we know who it is?
I mean, it's one of the fans.
Well, yeah.
Whoever it is,
It's
we
my
love them.
biceps.
Whoever it
It's
is,
not you.
we love them.
I like her.
Is it you?
I wish
I'll
I
tell
was
you.
Paige
I
made
wish
it
I'd
for
be
herself.
creative enough to think about it.
I'd like to propose a fine for every picture Paige posts flexing.
That will
That on the
definitely
fine
be
list
in
this
our
year.
fine list. for next
I
year.
think that we have a motion to vote on the Page Flex fine.
Yep.
Any favor?
Anyone flex fine.
Anyone flex fine. Okay, that seems fair. Paige is like, oh man, we're paying so much money.
We're gonna start flexing some other body parts.
The quads are up next, Paige. The quads.
All of a sudden, every picture is just be like trying to, how do I do that? Hannah, good luck figuring out that one. Hannah, our team dog, we're doing a great job with this here today. Thanks to our crew as well. We're gonna close out, giving you one last shot here of Audi Field. And is that PK I see down there in the field? Hey PK, waving down in the field side suites. Thanks everybody for watching the Audi Field Seats and Suites Tour. Make sure you go to WashingtonSpirit.com/tickets for more information on the full 90 Club. Shoot us an email, give us a call. Happy to get you all signed up, and we will see you here in 2021 at Audi Field. See you, everybody.
Oh, sorry.